guitar fans. I'm very happy to do this video for Vintage Guitar Magazine. My name is Vinny Raniolo. I'm going to show you some of the guitars and some of the gear that I use when I gig. I play a lot of different styles of gigs. They're all mostly jazz. And I don't even have that many vintage guitars. I shouldn't say that since it's Vintage Guitar Magazine. But the most vintage guitar that I have is this Guild. It's a 1970s Guild. And so here it is. It's a Guild Artist Award. It's got a little, I lost a little piece here, but it doesn't affect the sound at all. It's got these nice inlays. This floating D-arm pickup. It has a little felt here, so it's actually not even really touching the body. There's the rest of the body, the beautiful tailpiece there. And yeah, it sounds great. I really love this guitar. And then the other guitar that I have, which actually I just started playing, D'Angelico gave me one of their nice new D'Angelicos that they've been making. I know John D'Angelico hasn't been, there's about 114 original D'Angelicos that were made, and then in 1999 this company bought the rights to the name and have all the old plans to make the guitar, so now they are factory made. This one's actually made in Korea, and I really enjoy it. It's got the old headstock. It looks really beautiful, and it sounds great. I had to do a little tweaking with the action, raising the bridge and getting it adjusted in the truss rod, because when you first pick it up off of the shelf, the action's a little low, and it's a little tough to get a sound out of it. But I think I got it in a nice right place. And actually, I use a little bit of a thicker pick on that Guild I played. I was using a Tortex, a purple Tortex. It's a 1.14 millimeter pick. And then for this guitar, I use a little bit of a thicker pick. My friend actually gave me this one. I started trying it. I gotta find out exactly which one this is. It's a sculpted Plectora. It's a 2.5 millimeter, and I think it really gets a little bit of a brighter sound. It's usually used for gypsy style guitar playing, but I think it works great. I think it works great with this guitar. It really adds a little bit more brightness to it. So that's the D'Angelico. It's really beautiful. This thing is built like a tank too. It wants the strap is kind of in a weird spot. It's on the back here, where usually the straps are on that one. It's right here on the body on the Guild, but on the D'Angelico it's here. So it took a little while to get the right strap that fit correctly. So it fell off once, and it actually bounced on the ground and stayed in tune. So that's just a testament of how built like a tank this thing is. So it's a great road guitar, so I could keep my 1970s Guild at home and not worry too much about it on the airplane, getting banged around and all that stuff. And now let me show you my other guitar. This is a Collings. Now I do a lot of work with Frank Vignola. I've been playing with him for the last 14 years, and here's the Collings. It's a jumbo spruce top, Indian rosewood, and yeah, it's really great. And also the strings that I'm using on this are the phosphor bronze. I got the Labella phosphor bronze. They're 12 to 52s, and then for the electric guitars I'm using the Labella also 12 to 52s, the nickel wound, so the pickup picks it up a little better. And also I'll show you a little gypsy guitar that Tommy Emmanuel gave me that I play and I use Labella Silk and Steel. So Labella is a great company. They make all sorts of strings. They even make sitar strings. They make bass strings. Anything that you could imagine. Those bouzouki strings. So this is the Collings, and the reason why I chose this, well, actually, when I first started playing with Frank, you know, we were trying to get a sound. I know Frank is more of a jazz guitar player, and when people think of our music, they think jazz, but then they're surprised to see the flat top with the round hole. But when we play duo, even when we play trio with bass, it's just the texture of the two different sounding guitars, the arch top and the flat top, really blend nicely to make a sound, a very unique sound. So that's what we were looking for. We weren't looking for our act to make a jazz guitar act. We wanted it to be a guitar, you know, a one sound. So these two sounds blended really sounded nice. So it's got a great low end. Good for jazz too. So that's a real nice sound on this Collings. It's actually my second Collings. The first Collings got damaged by the airlines, and it had a crackle in here. It like hit some turbulence. This one, I'm finding that it likes to crack right around here because it's such a thin top, you know. So I got to get it braced. But you know, Collings makes great instruments. They make electric guitars as well. So, but their acoustic guitars are really amazing. And then this is a guitar that I did a lot of playing. I've done a lot of playing with Tommy Emmanuel, and he actually gave me this guitar after I transcribed an album of his. So this was a little extra thank you. And this guitar actually has a little bit of a history to it. Chet Atkins actually recommended that Tommy buy this guitar. So he did, and he had it for many years, and then he gave it to me. So it's pretty cool that like Chet Atkins actually played this guitar. So it's got some of his finger grease on there, so I still can't finger pick though. This I use for more like the gypsy stuff. So this is actually a Michael Dunn. It's a builder out of Vancouver. So Michael Dunn, check him out, he's great. And then lastly, I'll just show you the amp that I go through, because I do a lot of traveling, so I like to travel with my own amp. So the AER is the best for that. This thing is amazing. It's got the, I mean, it has a little, you know, war wounds from being traveling all around. It's got a, it actually must have fell here and it cracked all along the side, but I put some wood glue on there, and this thing's great because it's got two channels. See there, and you can put a microphone in there, so when you play a gig and you need a speaking mic, or you have a vocalist or something like that, you just put the extra mic in there. And also, sound guys love me because it has every output that you could possibly think of. So except maybe those like little audio video outputs, but it has an XLR out and has a 1/4 inch out, so it's really great. And you use a regular computer cable, so you know, I keep it in a bag. It comes in a nice little baggie too, so you can carry it around. It fits in the overhead of the airplane. It fits underneath the seat. It doesn't weigh that much. Sometimes I put it in my suitcase. It weighs about 20 pounds, so I could still put, you know, I put this in there, I put my suit, I put CDs in there, and I'm still under 50 pounds, so it's really great for traveling. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed hearing me talk about my instruments and play a little bit. And I hope you have a lot of fun, practice a lot, play a lot of gigs, and I hope to see you at a show soon. Thank you. Take care.